Nihilism is the idea that life has no intrinsic meaning. That's no meaning in and of itself. So basically, everything, I hate to say it and people hate to argue it, but everything is subjective. That leads into a deeper philosophical thing about like morals and ethics, what's important to people, where you should get your morals from. And a lot of people choose ethics. It's a difference between morals and ethics. Ethics are morals created by a group of people or a higher authority or a god. So those are ethics. Morals are when you live life and you choose what's right for yourself. So really what I want to go into is just the fact that nihilism is like at bottom of all philosophy. No matter what philosophy, whatever somebody comes up with for the meaning of life or whatever, or what gives their life in particular meaning, whatever they come up with, all of it is nihilism at the bottom. The reason why they're looking is because they didn't find any intrinsic meaning in the first place. It goes for all religions and all philosophies. Nihilism is the only truth. Everything else is just opinion. And of course, that is my opinion. For some people, this message can be freeing. For some people, it's horrifying. People don't like it. It's off-putting. And people think it's just a negative idea. I think it's kind of positive because I think you can go anywhere from there. Everybody's starting at the same place. Like, there's no real point in anything you're really doing, but you can build things up if you want to. You can tear them down if you want to. A lot of us have philosophies that either build up or tear down, whether you believe in nihilism as a philosophy or not. So I've heard all kinds of spins on nihilism. You hear existentialism, you hear absurdism, and all of those kind of start making the argument that with nihilism as its base. But I think you can argue literally any philosophy, and the start of it started with, where's the meaning? They're looking for the meaning because there is none. And rather than finding it, what they're really doing is creating it for themselves. That leads me into a life of intuition, the idea that we get away from standardized knowledge. Humans don't have that much bandwidth. Now we have computers in our pocket, and we're not even putting in the effort like the people who came before us to remember things. But we don't have the bandwidth to remember things like a computer. We don't have the bandwidth to solve problems like computers. We've gotten far. Now, don't get me wrong. It is good to write things down. I think it's like a saying is that, I don't know. It says something about writing the stuff down rather than trying to remember it. And you'll go farther off doing that than anything else. So it is good that we index things and we go back and pull from them. It's not good that we try to memorize things and we don't go with our intuition, because life is ever changing. Situations always change. And we can't go with hard rules every time because something is always different. What I find is that people don't try. People don't try to go out and get into stuff, try to fix something, try to solve a problem without lots of instruction beforehand. Right now, the way everything is set up, people try to learn how to fly the plane by reading rather than actually stepping foot in the cockpit. I don't know if that's a good example or not, but maybe you can use bicycles. People try to use bicycles or swimming, or learning to type, looking at books and stuff like that, or YouTube videos, rather than going in and doing it for themselves. And human, like everybody knows, you don't really become a master until you put in the reps and can do it for yourself. So I think we need to get away from, that. And can't really wrap it up because I started with 2 or 3 different points for this video. But nihilism is the only true philosophy. Everything else is built on top of it and made off of other people's opinions. And then outside of that, we need to get away from standardized learning or learning before we get experience. You need to seek the experience, and then if you can read a book on it after you've already done it, that's how you would learn better. And I think that's pretty much it.